numbers for Adams in last week's game. 3 catches, 62 yards.
And he's number 6 in the league in receiving yards, and he plays for his team first. But he also, in the back of his mind, he's thinking, if I can get into the top 5, that might affect his bonus in his contract.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers punches with a catch over the middle. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Packers.
Rodgers again now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Adams. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd down.
Now some movement before the snap.
46 yards.
And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Aaron Jones, the
back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
The line of scrimmage.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And Adams has it complete.
Rodgers pass.
Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We're always talking about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Sometimes that's the danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown, Green Bay.
Devin Funchess, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical, and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Raymond now on the return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
But when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year.
Yeah,
you guys
right.
had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
He got touchdowns. I got picks. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person. Obviously was, but you thought even better on tape. It was really something to watch.
Yeah, but I love was how he spread it around. A lot of people involved in the passing offense. 4 touchdown passes culminated it.
On second down now, Swift. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it third down.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
Throwing on third. Gone. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Here's Bailey now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw again on second down. Goff. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 11 catches, 67 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
At the 49-yard line.
To the air again. Gone. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
complete to number 80. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Packers' 44-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Running is Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's gone. He's going to fire one deep left side. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes, just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Packers.
On 2nd and goal. Goff. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Jared Goff.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. From the gun, here's Goff. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
No, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Lutz is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
14. Lions 3.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find one to get you into the end zone, get you 6?
At their own 25-yard line.
So here are the Packers now to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
There's a ball from right side and complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
That's the end of the first quarter.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Lions 3.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Adams, incomplete.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Caught left side by Funchess.
Rodgers pass.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and
look at this. It's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested, because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
Now Goff on 1st down. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, Swift, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
On 2nd down now, Swift, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. The Lions on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
3rd down and 10.
Out of the gun, gone. Throw left side, complete. That's Wolf. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. He is going to find Hill here. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Here's Swift. fights him off. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal. At the 9-yard line.
Second down and goal. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 12. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. 10. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
And it's 21-3. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest. Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
On second and 11 now. Goff. And that is incomplete. The Lions on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Michael Brocker's in on the stop.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Rodgers to throw once more. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up second.
Throwing on 2nd down. Rodgers. eluding the pressure right.
Rodgers on the keeper. A gain of
certainly making
yards.
his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. This will be caught just inside the 10.
Rodgers pass.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Aaron Jones.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to...
It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers add on to their lead.
Dan Bailey.
And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
His kick is good.
Bailey got the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half.
3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Raymond now on the return. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. And this one taken in by Cephas. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. That's caught. The tight end Hill. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. From the 50, it's gone. He gets this complete to Cephas. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Goff throwing again. This will be caught inside the 10. And they move this overly down to the 9. Well, I know we hold off on the halftime update after all. Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. On first down. Campbell making the catch. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the 30.
Off play action. action. Here's Goff.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
The kicker here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
On the deep ball. It leads to 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. Goff again. And a quick throw here. That's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
3rd and 4.
Throwing again is gone. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
And maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. Again, Goff. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
A 5-yard gain.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
22-yard line.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed, I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Now a first down throw. Gone. Open man is Hill. He's got it.
Goff's pass.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 16-yard
To the air again. Gone. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. From the gun, here's Goff. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And Lutz puts this one through. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game.
9-6.
So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. Number 12 back out there. Aaron and his Packer teammates set to begin their drive. He's enjoying a great deal of success. His team is also enjoying a great deal of success.
Yeah, he's got that nice little, what I call the QB lean going right now. You see that little stroll that he's got
swagger
going? Yeah, he's definitely got that. You see him throwing the football, this nice little video. He's seeing that in his head as well because he wants more of that to happen. So anytime you see him that relaxed, that comfortable, usually it's a big thumbs up for his team.
Yeah, it's been a big highlight day for him. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. It's something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass. And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Rodgers now on first down. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete.
Rodgers.
And down he goes at the 49. A 3-yard pickup. 3. The gain there. Second down.
2nd and 7 at their 49-yard line.
And again, it's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling.
Rodgers pass.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 6. And it's third.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Taken down at the 43.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
45-yard line. Brings up second down.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He'll find the draw complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And it's third down.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Rodgers sacked.
Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Here's J.K. Scott now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A shotgun snap for gone. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run out of the gun with Swift. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Swift, the ball carrier.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun. Gone. Open there. He's got him, the tight end Hawkinson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 19.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first down.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? Right? 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
At the 6-yard line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on E. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball around.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a Packers now on first down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Brandon, never ceases to amaze me just how fast these defensive ends are in the game nowadays. Part of that is what we're seeing in college football, where they've gotten smaller and faster on the defensive side of the ball, but they brought that to the NFL because it is hard for an offensive lineman to keep them away from the quarterback.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
A big
Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They'll start on the ground with Swift. William Golston in on the stop.
The ball carrier. William Golston on the
last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
Goff now to throw, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. But escapes the sack. And a big loss here as he's taken down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 36. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. The Lions offense set to take over. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Goff. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. That catch good for only a couple.
2nd and 8 at the 35-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Gone. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
8 yards to go.
To throw is gone. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here.
5-yard line.
They'll run the draw here with Swift. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
From the 22, Goff. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Goff's pass.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
2-yard.
The Lions on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Makes the score, Packers 28.
So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
The Packers take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers will drop this underneath for Jones. It's a gain of 9 yards, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
First down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
It's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
24-yard line.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Rodgers again now. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And a Packer first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Again, it's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. They'll run on first down. It's Wolf. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now on 2nd and 13. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it a lot.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, now you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. On third down, here's Jones. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And he goes out right around the 39. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver and you're aware.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Josh Jackson. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And this is going to be caught. So a 2-point lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're